Welcome back to another episode of Nightmares and News. I'm your host, Bumps in the Night, and here's the news. It's the most wonderful time of year again, and with that brings the possibility of Krampus season. Krampus season brings the possibility of Krampus 2. Krampus 2, yes, you heard me right. Michael Daughtry teases a story idea for a potential sequel. Michael Daughtry from Trick or Treat made his mark on Christmas horror with Krampus back in 2015, a box office hit that was ripe with franchise potential. Much like Trick or Treat, however, we're still waiting for his sequel nearly 10 years later. Does Daughtry have any plans to bring the holiday beast back to the screen anytime soon? It sounds like he might. Speaking with the Collider after a recent screening of Trick or Treat, where he also teased Trick or Treat 2, Daughtry noted that he and his team have discussed Krampus sequel plans. Daughtry explained, "It doesn't necessarily center around a family as much as it might be a group of strangers who are trapped somewhere," the filmmaker continued. This doesn't mean Krampus 2 is happening, but it's interesting to hear Daughtry is still thinking about the possibility nearly 10 years later after the first movie brought the Alpine folklore to the big screen. It sounds like he has ideas for more stories in both the Krampus and Trick or Treat universe, and it's only a matter of time before one of them comes to life. Stay tuned for updates as they develop. Seasonal Fatalities bundle now available for Mortal Kombat 1. Just in time for Thanksgiving, in case you've been avoiding leaks, NetherRealm has released a brand new Seasonal Fatalities pack for Mortal Kombat 1. That includes the previous released Halloween Fatality, along with the new Thanksgiving and upcoming Christmas Fatalities. You can buy it now in the in-game store. If you previously purchased the standalone Halloween Fatality, you get the other finishers for free as they release. The bundle costs 1,200 Dragon Crystals, which is Mortal Kombat's premium currency. Dragon Crystals can only be purchased with real-world money, with the best value option in this case being the $9.99 1250 Dragon Crystals bundle. This comes after there was initial backlash over fans from the Halloween Fatality itself costing $9.99 by itself, to which Warner Bros. Responded by announcing the 2 additional free fatalities. For those that missed it, the Halloween Fatality sees you slam a jack-o'-lantern filled with bugs onto your opponent's head. After the bugs have eaten your opponent's head, your fighter kicks the pumpkin and your opponent's head clean off onto the front door of a house. The Thanksgiving Fatality, on the other hand, is far more gruesome. Like Greta's nightmare from A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, the Dream Child, turned up to 11. Your opponent is placed in front of a large table spread where your fighter will break the opponent's jaw on the edge of the table. From there, your fighter shoves handfuls of food down your opponent's throat. Your fighter then jumps onto your opponent's chest with both feet, causing your opponent to projectile vomit while their head explodes. The Christmas Fatality is not yet available, but from the looks of things it involves a large candy cane. We can only speculate as to what that entails. Are you looking forward to these new fatalities? Do you plan on picking them up? The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered coming January 19th, 2024 for PlayStation 5. It turns out that a rumor last month of a remaster of The Last of Us Part 2 was real after all. Naughty Dog and Sony have announced via PlayStation blog that the remaster of the acclaimed 2020 title will be released on January 19th, 2024 for PlayStation 5. Users who already own the PlayStation 4 version of The Last of Us Part 2 can upgrade to The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered for $10, with their save data also being carried over. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered will feature enhanced graphics including narrative 4K output and fidelity mode, 1440p upscaled to 4K and performance mode, an unlocked frame rate option for TVs that support VRR, increased texture resolution, increased level of detail distances, improved shadow quality, animation, and more. Alongside the graphical updates, this new version of The Last of Us Part 2 includes a new mode called No Return, a roguelike survival mode that's designated to let players prove their mettle and randomized encounters and experiences. The Last of Us Part 2's combat in a fresh experience. The new mode includes several playable characters to choose from, each with their own traits that will suit different playstyles. Players will chart their own course on each run, choosing between various stealth and combat encounters that will pit you against a range of enemies, with unique twists that can add new unexpected factors to any given encounter. For players who enjoy the playable guitar mechanic, Naughty Dog has included a free guitar play mode, which will let players play a host of unlockable instruments. Use the audio FX pedals to modulate your performance and play as different characters in several in-game locations to customize the mood and feel of your set. A new set of lost levels in Part 2 Remastered has also been included, giving players a unique chance to check out some playable sequences previously cut from the game. These early development slices let you see some new glimpses of Part 2's world. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered will be available in a Standard Edition as well as a Wolf Edition, with the Washington Liberal Front Edition available exclusively from PlayStation. This edition includes a steelbook case, 4 enamel pins, a Washington Liberation front patch, and a collection of 47 Society of Champions trading cards. Pre-orders for all editions will be open on December 5th. You plan on picking up this enhanced edition? We know we're considering it. Stranger Things: The First Shadow. Sometimes the way to get back to the beginning is to look at things upside down. Stranger Things: The First Shadow, First Image brings the iconic Demogorgon to the London stage. Netflix expands upon the Stranger Things universe with the brand new Stranger Things: The First Shadow, a live stage play that's headed to London for the holidays. Stranger Things: The First Shadow is said to be a new story live on stage and is set in Hawkins' 1959. The First Shadow takes place before the world turned upside down. The world premiere takes the stage December 14th at the Phoenix Theatre on London's West End, with previews beginning November 17th. Check out your first look above. Netflix has also revealed the first act title of the play, Chapter 1, The Girl from Nowhere. Here's the official plot synopsis. Hawkins, 1959. A regular town with regular worries. Young Jim Harper's car won't start. Bob Newby's sister won't take his radio show seriously, and Joyce Maldonado just wants to graduate and get the hell out of town. When new student Henry Creel arrives, his family finds that a fresh start isn't so easy, and the shadows of the past have a very long reach. Brought to life by a multi-award-winning creative team who take theatrical storytelling and stagecraft to a whole new dimension, this gripping new adventure will take you right back to the beginning of the Stranger Things story, and may hold the key to the end. Well, considering most of us can't go see this in theaters, I'm hoping we get either some kind of video adaptation of it, or at least a live version of it on Netflix itself. As we approach the holiday season, don't step in puddles, because Puma is celebrating the holiday season with Gremlin shoes. Forget cracks in the sidewalks, it's puddles you want to avoid when rocking these new Gremlin shoes from Puma, coming this December and previewed by Hypebeast this week. And what's particularly interesting about this pair of Gremlins x Puma All-Pro Nitro sneakers is that the one shoe is made to look like Gizmo, while the other is inspired by Stripe. Hypebeast explains that the unique mismatch sneakers also boast two heads on the backsides and are complete with a furry tongue, a nod to Mogwai. The bottom of the shoes are also thematically adorned with Gremlin-esque scratch marks. You'll be able to grab a pair of these Gremlin sneakers for $140, and Hypebeast notes that they'll be going up for grabs beginning December 8th, online and in Puma retail locations. In addition to the shoes, the collection includes hoodies, tees, and sweatpants. Do you plan on grabbing some of these for your personal collection? We know we're considering those kicks. That's all the news I have for you today, my lovely fiends. Stay spooky, keep those claws sharp, and consume more souls of the living. I've been your host, Bumps in the Night, and remember, horror is a burrito thing. We'll see you in the next one, and thanks for watching.